Hi guys, it's Marine. Welcome back to my little English page. Today's lesson is going to be different. We're not going to be doing a listening activity. We are doing the lesson that I wanted to teach yesterday. Basically, on Thursday, I realized that Friday was Friday the 13th, which is, part of a lot of superstition. So I wanted to do a lesson on superstition. Unfortunately, yesterday I ended up having too many things to do and I couldn't really prepare the lesson the way I wanted to, so I didn't want to do a live that wasn't, the quality that I wanted. So that's why we're doing this today, guys. Thank you so much for your patience and your understanding. So let's see who is here. We have Buran, hello. We have Andreas as well. Goge is here. Wilson is here as well. And we have DAA who's also here. And Kader, how are you? And we also have Bob saying hello from Algeria. How are you guys? I'm good. Where's my fan? It's quite hot in the room. It's cold outside. It started raining in Seville yesterday. But indoors it's still quite hot with the lights. And we have Khalid as well. How are you, Khalid? Hi. Alright guys, so you know the drill. Let's start with this. So you could become a patron. What is a patron? So a patron is someone who gets me a little cup of coffee. I have a real coffee today, guys. At www.coffee.com. Now this is a contribution that goes towards paying, for example, the software that I'm using right now, or equipment, materials that I might need for the lessons. Now, if you also become a patron, you get a shout out on Saturday, you become the patron of the week, and you also get a shout out on Instagram. So if you're interested, you just want to have a look, go ahead, there's a link in the description below. Just click on it and have a look. All right, we also have Jordan. Hello, Jordan Patterson. How are you? Lolly's here as well. Awesome, guys. All right, so today we're going to do two main things. The first one is, it was this one. So we're going to have a little quiz on very, very common superstitions to see if you actually know those superstitions. And then we'll go a little bit more in detail, in depth. We're going to have a look at the origin of those superstitions. So throughout this whole live, guys, you're going to learn a little bit of vocabulary. You're going to read a little bit. I've written some descriptions, some explanations of the fables, the superstitions. So there's different ways you can do that. You can either focus on reading the content itself or just listening to me reading it. So you can either work on your reading skills or on your listening skills. Now this is going to be I want a lot of exchange going on in this live, guys, because some of the superstitions that I have are from around the world, but I would really love to know what your superstitions are, if you are superstitious, if there are some specific superstitions in your country, and if you know their origin. The same with the ones that I'm going to go over. Feel free to write in the comment section, in the chit chat section, what you think they are and what they come from. Okay? Deal? Deal. So yeah, Khalid, you were very busy yesterday, so you're happy you didn't miss the live yesterday. Good. Hi, Sergi. So Sergi's saying, in my opinion, the most ridiculous superstition is thinking that Wi-Fi can cause cancer. Oh, okay, all right. And Koke, you couldn't either yesterday, so that's awesome. Okay, so guys, let's have a look at the quiz. Okay, the little quiz. You'll see those are sentences with gaps, and you have to find the missing word that recreates the superstition. But before, I know that you like my videos. I know you enjoy them. I know you learn a lot from my videos. But what I don't know is why you don't give the video a big thumbs up. Why? I'm so confused. If you like my videos so much, well, show me that love and thumb it up. Give the video a big thumbs up. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ha! I'm always going to laugh at that, guys. This is weird. Alright, okay, that's true. Microwaves as well. It's the same, for example, with phones and all of that. I remember when I was younger, my father would tell me not to sleep with my cell phone in my room. I would always sneak it in though, but yeah, because he was worried about, you know, waves and things, and it's supposedly bad for your brain. Yep. Okay guys, so I'm going to start putting the sentences up, and it's going to be your job to fill in the blanks. So the first one is, I think you'll know what this one is. Friday the can bring good or bad luck. Now remember guys, I'm not going to explain those ones right now. We're going to have a look at all of the superstitions, and then we'll have a look at them one by one more in detail, okay? Hello Nazakat, how are you? Okay, so Friday the can bring good or bad luck. That's the first one. Then for the next one we have knock on to ward off bad luck. So ward off is a word that we'll see as well later on, but I'm going to tell you now. It means to prevent or to kind of push them away, okay? Hello Sanji-sama! Okay, then the next one we have don't walk under the it's dangerous. Don't walk under the it's dangerous. Okay, all right. Next one, I think we have 9 in total, guys. A black crossing your path is bad luck. This one is related to witches a little bit, guys. A black crossing your path is bad luck. Okay. I see you guys are writing some of the answers. Wonderful. I'll have a look in a minute. I just want to go over the list first. Then we have a rabbit's will bring you luck. A rabbit's will bring you luck. Next, bad luck comes in. Bad luck comes in. I wonder what this one is. Then, breaking a mirror brings years of bad luck. Many years of bad luck. You don't want to break a mirror. Next one, we have crossing your cross your if you wish for luck or good luck, okay? And then it was your first time playing. This was obviously, so this one guys, this gap is a little bit longer. It's actually 2 words that we're looking for here, okay? Then we have find a, pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. This is kind of like a little, almost like a song, like a little, how would you say that? Yeah, there's a little melody to it. That's a famous little saying, okay? All right, so those are all of the ones we're going to have a look at today. I need to make sure I'm not in the sentences. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of the comments now and see which ones you guys guessed. Okay, so yes, Andreas, the first one is indeed Friday the 13th, and that was yesterday. Again, we'll have a look at what they mean and what they come from in a minute, okay? Then, knock on, who's the first one who answered? Andreas as well, good job. Knock on wood. You can also say touch wood, I've seen both. Knock on wood or touch wood, okay? All right. Yes, Sergi, knock on wood to ward off bad luck with a U, not an A. Yes, Jordan, very good. Don't walk under the ladder. If you don't know what a ladder, it looks like stairs, but instead of being attached to the house, it's something that you can move. It's often made of metal or wood, and you can just climb it up. Okay, that's a ladder. Good. And then Jordan, you also said a black cat crossing your path is bad luck. Indeed, bad luck. And yes, Loli, don't walk under the ladder. Don't walk under the electric lines, it's dangerous. Yeah, that's true as well. It's not superstition, but it's definitely true, Sergi. Okay, let's see. What about a rabbit? So Sergi, you're close, but we're not going to say rabbit's leg. We are going to say a rabbit's foot. Okay, a rabbit's foot will bring you luck. Good job. Hey, Sian. We have Yashar as well. Yashar, sorry. Okay, so bad luck comes in. This one's a bit more difficult, guys. Nobody knows this one. So bad luck comes in. Where is it? It's here. Comes in threes, okay? Comes in threes. Remember, I will explain all of those in a minute. Okay, guys? Good. Now, breaking a mirror brings... Ooh, Sergi, you're saying 10 years of bad luck? It's not 10. It's a little bit less. It's not that bad. Okay, so let's see. Maybe someone else will know the answer. Let's find the next one. Cross your... if you wish for luck. Yes, Bob. Cross your fingers if you wish for luck. So let's put this one here. Okay. It's quite common as well to say fingers crossed. Then, it was your first time playing. It was obviously, what do you think, guys? Yes, okay, Koke, you answered the one about the mirror. Exactly. It is 7 years of bad luck. 7 years of bad luck. Good. Good, Lolly, as well. Good job, guys. All right. The last two, maybe a little bit more difficult. So imagine you play a game for the very first time and you win everything. You beat more experienced players. So there's a little saying or a little expression that you can say for those particular cases. Do you know what it is? It is beginner's luck. Beginner's luck. Okay? And then for the last one, find a pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. This one is find a penny. A penny, a coin, basically. Okay, guys? Good. All right, you did really well. You knew most of those, so that I'm happy. I'm very happy. Good. And yes, Sergi, you got it. Well done. Find a coin or a penny, pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. Very good. So we're going to move on to each of those superstitions. I think they're pretty much in the same order. So number one, we're going to have a look at Friday the 13th. So, yes, exactly, Loli, la chance du débutant. That's exactly what it is in French. Yep. Okay, so here is our first little text. Remember, guys, you can either just listen or focus on actually reading, okay? There's two ways you can do that. First way, so let's have a look. This is our little text. The fear of Friday the 13th seems fairly new. Fairly, if you don't know, means quite. Fairly new, dating back to the late 1800s. Friday has long been considered an unlucky day. According to Christian tradition, Jesus died on a Friday. And 13 has a long history of being an unlucky number. So let me detail that a little bit more. So yes, the first thing is Friday, like it says here, that's the day that the Christ died. Now for the number 13, it's also a number of bad omen as well, because if you know a little bit about Christian religion, the Last Supper, the last meal that Jesus had, they were 13. So that's a sign of bad luck now. But I am aware that for some people, Friday the 13th is actually the opposite. They consider it a day of good luck. So what do you think? Is it for you? Is it good or is it bad luck? Let me know. Now, a little interesting fun fact, and let me know if I'm wrong, okay, but in Spain, it is not Friday the 13th that is bad luck. It is Tuesday the 13th. Why Tuesday? I don't know. So if you know, okay, let us know in the comment section, because I'm very curious to know why such big difference. Okay, so that is the origin of Friday the 13th, okay? First, the day that Christ died, and second, it was the number of people present during the Last Supper. Now, you will see, guys, that a lot of those superstitions have some kind of religious origin, and very often it's Christian or Catholic or, that kind of origin. Okay, guys? All right, so let's see. I don't believe in superstitions, but but break Maria accrued with me, maybe that run into. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Sanji. Could you rephrase that a little bit differently? Could you try that? Okay. So as you know here, one of the only words that I think was maybe a bit challenging in here was the word fairly, which we have seen before in some of our fables, but I thought I would put it here again, okay? So Sergi says, any day can be bad luck for me. True, exactly. These are superstitions. Not everybody believes in those. I don't really believe in superstitions either. But I do know that some people follow some superstitions, not because they believe in them, but just in case, you know, just in case. Like, for example, walking under a ladder. But that has other reasons why you don't want to walk under a ladder. Sorry, under a ladder, okay? Oh gosh, Lole, that's Koke, that's horrible. Your boss passed away on a Friday 13th. I'm sorry, that's horrible. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, which was knock on wood. So our little text, here it goes. This phrase is almost like a verbal talisman. Talisman is like a lucky charm, designed to ward off, deter, avoid bad luck after tempting fate. The fixation on wood may come from old myth about good spirits in trees or from an association with the Christian cross, often made of wood. Similar phrases abound in multiple languages, suggesting that the desire not to upset a spiteful universe is very common. So basically, this is one of those things that's more like just in case. So the main purpose of it, like it says, is to ward off bad luck. But it's also a way to make sure you get bad luck, which is the same thing said differently. Okay, guys? So like I said earlier, you can knock on wood, but you can also just touch wood. It's a synonym. It's the same. So do you guys do that? Do you knock on wood sometimes? That's one that I very, very often do. And you might have seen people say knock on wood and touch their head. That's kind of a funny thing if you have a wooden head. If I remember correctly, it means you're a bit silly, a bit stupid. So it's kind of, if you don't have any wood around, you just say that you have a wooden head. So yeah. That's the one. So did you know this one? Were you familiar with knock on wood? Do you knock on wood for good luck? Let me know in the comment section. Okay. So people are afraid of other people's negative opinion if they do not obey the superstition. Yeah, because it's true. If you do something and other people are like, oh no, you shouldn't do it. You start feeling bad, so then you don't do it. A common one in Spain, for example, is never to put your handbag on the floor because it means you're going to lose money. That's not a thing in France. You just don't really put your bag on the floor because you don't want it to get dirty. And at first in Spain, I would sometimes put my bag on the floor and people would look at me like, Marine, you're going to lose money. Don't do that. So I stopped doing it, but not because I'm superstitious, but because I don't want people to yell at me for putting my bag on the floor. Okay, so let's see. Yes, so Sanji, you always knock on wood. Jordan, you also knock on wood. Okay, so let's go back a little bit more and have a look at those expressions, okay? So talisman, you're going to see this word another time during the live, and there's another word that is similar. Those are lucky charms, okay? Little objects that you carry around, that you keep with you because they bring good luck or they push away evil spirits and things like that. Another type of talisman that you might be familiar with is what are they called? The dream catchers. That comes from the Native American culture, I believe. And you put them above your bed so that no bad things happen to you. Kicks away all of the evil spirits. So yeah, that's another type of talisman, for example, a lucky charm. Then ward off, that's a word that we'll see several times today as well, okay? It means to push away, to make sure it doesn't come, to avoid, to prevent. And we'll see, I don't know where to stand here. And we'll also see a different synonym later on throughout the live. Abound, that is not a common word. I actually had to look it up. And it means to be abundant. So if we look at the sentence, similar phrases abound, we could change it by similar phrases are abundant in multiple languages. So they're very common, there's many of them, okay? And then spiteful is a synonym of mean, malicious, bad, with ill intentions, that kind of words, okay? Good. Sergi, you walk on wood because you have a wooden floor. Yeah, you have wood on the floor. Okay. All right, good. Let's move on to our next superstition. So, do you know what walking under a ladder comes from? I found two main origins, but that are in a way pretty similar. Okay. And yeah, Coque, you agree with me. You never put your handbag on the floor. That's very, very Spanish. Do you do that in other countries, guys? So let us know if you're from somewhere else, if you do that or not, okay? And tell us where you're from, okay? Good. So, walking under a ladder. Don't abandon your parents. What does that mean? You can't say don't abandon your parents. That doesn't exist. Abundant is an adjective, so you would need a verb with it, which is why we often say be abundant. Now, if you want the noun, it's abundance. There is an abundance of cars in the street, and it means a lot. Sorry, this is a Spanish gesture for a lot. Okay, abundant means a lot. So abound, it means there is a lot. There's a huge amount, an abundance of. Okay? All right, so let's see. Ladders. Okay. This superstition comes from ancient Egypt, where the triangle was a symbol of high importance, as we can see it with the pyramids. And breaking it, so by going through the triangle, okay, you're breaking the triangle, it was considered blasphemous. Now, if you don't know what blasphemous is, guys, it means irreligious, profane, the opposite of religious, okay? Now, the second belief is Christian this time, but it's very, very similar. A ladder leaning against a wall, or against, a wall, it forms a triangle. And so let me just read the actual definition. It forms a triangle. Breaking that triangle was blasphemous, as a triangle represents the Holy Trinity. Now, if you're not familiar with that, for Christians, the Holy Trinity, or Catholics, I'm not sure if it's Christians or Catholics. I'm not sure if they both do that. But the Holy Trinity refers to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. There's the main three entities, I guess. So yeah, 3 forms a triangle, and it was considered blasphemous, okay? All right, so somebody's asking me to say a word. What does that mean, Arjeen? Okay, guys. All right, so were you familiar with this, the origin of this particular superstition? I know another good reason why you shouldn't walk under a ladder is because it's dangerous. What if the ladder slides and then it falls on you? It's dangerous. Just don't do it. It's not good. It's not good, okay? So, Koke, you're saying, I don't mind walking. Don't mind is followed by ing. I don't mind walking under a ladder, I'm afraid. So I think you mean you don't want to. If you don't mind, it means you're okay with it. It doesn't bother you, okay? So you don't like walking under a ladder. Good. And then Sergi saying, some electrical lines hang on posts in form of ladders. It is considered a bad idea to go through this contraction. Do you mean, because there are some posts, they're like pillars and you have stairs, like steps on it. kind of like a ladder so that you can access the electrical lines. I think that's what you're referring to, right? I think it's actually illegal to get on those. I think only people who work for the cable companies or the electric company are allowed to. I think, regular people like you and me, we're not allowed to do that. Okay, so next one, we have black cats. Black cats. So as I mentioned before, this comes from witches. There are other origins, but this seems to be the most common one, which is, let's have a look at it. Okay. In Western history, black cats have typically been looked upon as a symbol of evil omen sign, specifically being suspected of being the familiars of witches, familiars, spirit guides, or actually shape-shifting, so they change shape, witches themselves. Most of Europe considers the black cat a symbol of bad luck, particularly if one walks across the path in front of a person, which is believed to be an omen of misfortune or death. That's scary. It's very scary. I had actually read something once before that said that because of that, at one point, there were almost no more black cats. Because they were killing them all, because it was a sign of witchcraft if you had a black cat. So is that the same in your country? Because I know in some countries cats are well liked, and if you look into history, ancient Egypt, the cat was absolutely loved, and it was how to say that? They were just, well loved. It was something to adore, I can't find my words, guys. It's just, they had a very high position in ancient Egypt. But in Western Europe, or the Western world, and it was the same as well in the US, where witch hunting was a big deal. So black cats were just not good at all there. Let me see what you guys are writing while I find my words. Okay. It's also this black cats of ancient Egypt. Okay. Black cats are traditionally, they're part of a superstition. Okay. In Spain, we say that it is bad luck if you see a black cat and a yellow car at the same time. A black cat and a yellow car. That's very specific. I didn't know about this superstition. That's cool. All right. Khalid, so for you it's more like a god or for good luck. Okay, the opposite. So in my country, we have to touch our hair till we see a bird when we see a black cat. Oh my god, that's so interesting. Okay. Yes, Andreas, absolutely. I think you're right. One of the Egyptian gods was depicted as a cat. I think you're right on this one. Yeah, seems right. All right, guys. So the two words that we saw here were omen. Wrong side. An omen is a sign. You could be a good omen or a bad omen. And then we saw the word familiar. A familiar, specifically in witchcraft, I guess, it refers to a spirit guide, an animal guide. So they were just the, kind of personification of those guides for witches. And yes, absolutely, black cats are associated with witches. 100%. Good. Okay, guys, let's move on to the rabbit foot. The rabbit foot. Okay, so the origin is talisman or amulets. That's the second word I told you about. That means lucky charms. Have always been a way of fending off, okay? Fending off evil. That's a synonym of ward off, guys. Consider the crosses and garlic that are supposed to keep vampires at bay. So those are some other types of talismans or amulets. Now, rabbit feet as talismans may hark back. Oh, I forgot to put this one. Keep at bay, prevent, and hark back. go back, okay, to early Celtic tribes in Britain. They may also arise from hoodoo, which I think is similar to voodoo, a form of African American folk magic and superstition that blends Native American, European, and African tradition. So which is why, for example, in the South in the US, this is a well-known lucky charm, because when you think about it, it's a mix of Native American, European, and African traditions. So it kind of became a thing after, slavery, where a lot of African were were forced to go to the United States, I guess, or America at the time. And so it became a blend of culture, and this is what it became, okay? So this is mainly the two origins that I found regarding the rabbit foot. So it's quite common to see rabbit feet on keychains. They become keychains, key rings, and yeah, they're supposed to be good luck. I think I had one when I was a kid. It was really weird to have that. I think just a piece of dead animal with you. No. What do you guys think? Do you believe in that one? Have you heard of this one before, or is it common in your country maybe to have some kind of animal foot as a lucky charm? Let me know, guys. Okay, so we have another one here from the previous one, from Sergi, the black cat. In Ukraine, it is in addition to black cat. So in addition to black cat, it's a bad idea to go through... Okay, to go somewhere where someone went through with an empty bucket. So it's bad luck to follow someone with an empty bucket, I guess, right? Okay. Okay, in Ukraine, the rabbit foot is not really a popular talisman. Okay, good. So let's have a look at the vocabulary now here, guys. So amulet, as we saw, is a synonym of talisman as well. It's a lucky charm. If you keep at bay, you keep away. You prevent. You don't want this to come. And then hark back is just another way of saying go back, referring to the origin, not the action of going back. Okay? Very good. Next one. We have quite a few to go, guys. All right. Beginner's luck. Beginner's luck. All right. So, a belief in beginner's luck may arise because of confirmation bias. So let's have a look at what confirmation bias is. Confirmation bias is a psychological phenomenon in which people are more likely to remember events that fit their worldview. Worldview, their viewpoint, their opinion, the way they think. If you believe you're going to win because you are a beginner, you are more likely, okay, to remember all the times that you were right and forget the times that you ended up last. Okay, so this is even more than just a superstition. It's just become part of the language as an expression. If you play any kind of game and someone is playing for the first time and they're doing well, it doesn't mean that they're winning, but they're doing well. It's quite common to say, oh, that's just beginner's luck. Play another game and then you'll lose. So it's a common expression nowadays, okay? Do you have something similar in your country? We mentioned it earlier with Loli, sorry. I keep saying Lole today. With Loli, in French, there is the equivalent, which is la chance du débutant. So, do you have something like that in your own country as well, guys? All right, so, Koke, you are not a big fan of talismans, okay. And then, Sergi saying, I think the beginner's luck is really take place. So it really happens. You really believe in it. That's what you mean. I really believe it happens. Yeah, I think so. And also, when I was doing some research, guys, I saw that another thing that kind of makes it true is that when you're playing something for the first time, you tend to be a little bit more nervous. And that added pressure, that added pressure can be positive. Think about it, any kind of actor who's going to do a show, they need to feel a little bit nervous. It's going to enhance their performance because they want to do well. And this is pretty much the same. Having that pressure makes you want to perform well, so you end up doing better. So that's why I believe in beginner's luck. Absolutely. Okay, guys, so let's move on to the next one. Now we have mirrors, the origin of breaking mirrors. So, let's see. According to folklore, breaking a mirror is a surefire way to doom yourself to 7 years of bad luck. Okay, so if you doom yourself to 7 years of bad luck, you're making that happen. It's bad and it's going to happen. The superstition seems to arise from the belief that mirrors don't just reflect your image, they hold bits of your soul. That belief led people in the old days of the American South to cover mirrors in a house when someone died, lest, to avoid the risk of, their soul being trapped inside. Okay, so I've also read a lot of things about what to do if you break a mirror, because I'm pretty sure I've broken a mirror at one point in my life. I didn't do anything about it because I don't really believe in that. But apparently one way to kind of break that spell is to take one of the bits of the mirror that's broken and just kind of grind it into a powder, make it disappear. Do you know anything else that you can do if you break a mirror to not get those 7 years of bad luck? Let me know, guys. Now, there's another thing that I had read a long time ago, which is also related to the price of mirrors. Mirrors used to be extremely expensive, so you really didn't want to break a mirror. And I heard that this also became part of the whole superstition, that because it was so expensive, you don't want to break it, and because you don't want to break it, it kind of becomes a superstition. So yeah, I thought that was a bit of an interesting one, the origin of this one. Okay, so the two words that we saw here, doom. Doom can be a noun and it can also be a verb. In this little text here, we're using it as a verb, okay? But as a noun, it's pretty much this definition, which is unavoidable misfortune, okay? And then lest, not a common word either. I wasn't familiar with this one. It means to avoid the risk of. New word for everybody. Okay. Oh, Sergi, interesting one. In Ukraine, it's considered a very good luck to break plates inadvertently. Yes. And I think it's quite a thing in a lot of countries and religions as well. I think Jewish people break a plate. No, it's a glass, isn't it, when they get married? Yeah, I've heard of similar things like that. Cool. Thanks for sharing, Sergi, sorry. Okay, so then, Koke, I'm not a big superstitious. That would be the adjective. Superstition is the noun. Let me write it. Superstitious is the adjective, okay? So I'm not a superstitious person, but I only think I could say I'm afraid that you're afraid of breaking a mirror. You don't know why. It's one of those things, again, you don't necessarily believe in it, but it's more like, just in case. Let's just not break that mirror, just in case. I absolutely agree with that. Yes, and you also heard that it is bad luck, Sergi. Okay, good. Next one, guys, we are moving on to cross fingers or fingers crossed. Cross fingers, fingers crossed. So we have another religious origin here. Okay, so those wishing for luck will often cross one finger, okay, over another. A gesture that's said to date back to early Christianity. When you think about it, guys, it kind of forms the shape of a cross as well. The story goes that two people used to cross index fingers when making a wish, a symbol of support from a friend to the person making a wish, okay? And again, like I was saying, things associated with the shape of a cross was always supposed to be good luck in the Christian religion. So nowadays, when you just say fingers crossed, we know that you're wishing someone good luck. You don't need to say any more than that. Just fingers crossed, and that means, please let it happen. I wish you good luck. Okay. In Germany, we press our thumbs. You mean like this? Is that how you wish for good luck in Germany? That's a funny one. Interesting. Alright guys, so for this one, I didn't have any kind of difficult words, I think, so I didn't add anything. Let me know if there's a word that you don't understand, but I feel that you're okay with those ones. I feel that you should be okay with those ones. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We have 3 more, guys. 3 more. This one, that's a cool one. Bad luck comes in 3s. It's not common to say 3 with an S, guys, but for this one, we're going to say 3s. So let's have a look at the origin of it. So remember, confirmation bias that we had a look at earlier. The belief that bad luck comes in 3s is a classic example. A couple of things go wrong and believers may start to look for the next bit of bad luck. This is probably connected again to the Holy Spirit. Remember, 3 things. The Holy Trinity with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So now, to make a mundane use of it, the Holy Trinity, mundane, okay, means non-religious, non-spiritual. So to make a mundane use of it, to defile, spoil, degrade its sanctity, it's the fact that it's, saint. And to transgress, to go against the holy law. Okay, guys? I'm not in that video and touching, I'm more matching here because I'm superstition. Rather after that, we'll go part of the lesson. What, Sian? I'm explaining the origin of those superstitions. That's what I'm doing. So that's why I said it's going to be focused a lot for you on either listening to what I say or practice reading a little bit and understanding what it says. Okay? I'm just going over the origin of those superstitions, where they come from. And those are some of the most common superstitions that English people kind of follow and believe. Okay? All right. Oh, I'm getting hot, guys. Sweaty forehead. Woohoo! Next one. So yes, that's just the fact that when you see something bad happening, you're just expecting more to happen, and often things come in 3, okay? Now, it's similar with good luck as well. I've seen people say that as well, that good luck comes in 3, where you just, something good happened and another one happens, and most of the time we think about that when 2 things have happened, and then you're just expecting the 3rd one to happen, okay? Yes, Jan, there's always a little delay between the moment you send the comment and the moment I receive it. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Probably an advanced lesson today? I guess. Maybe not just advanced, but just different. Mostly focusing on you listening, guys. Like, you could be cooking and just listening in the background, I guess. It's more of a cultural lesson than a vocabulary lesson or grammatical lesson. There is a little bit of vocabulary covered, of course, but yeah, it's more of a cultural lesson, I guess, today. Okay? All right, so let's move on to the next one. This is the last one, which is find a penny, pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. I think that's the expression. Okay, so one of the reasons people might have claimed pennies would bring good luck comes down to the battle between good and evil, which is like 2 sides of the coin. There are 2 sides on a coin. This side, 2 sides on a coin. Finding a penny heads up, so as you know, there's one side that's heads and the other side that is tails. Those are the 2 names of the 2 sides of the coin. Okay? Finding a penny heads up meant you'd have luck on your side, but tails up would mean the opposite. Now, the next bit here, guys, is something that I had heard of before. Some people say that if you find a penny tails up, you should flip it over to make it heads up so that it can be so that it can bring luck to whoever finds it next. And that, for example, my grandpa used to do it. If he found a coin tails up, he would not pick it up. He would leave it on the floor, but he would flip it so that the next person who sees it can take it, and it's good luck. So did you know about this one? I think this one's quite cool because it's good luck for someone that you don't even know. It's quite selfless, even though it's just a little coin. I think this one is a nice one. I like this one a lot, okay? So Andreas, I don't know, maybe B2, definitely not B1 for sure. It's definitely not B1, but yeah, somewhere between B2 and C1. That seems about right. Okay, so let's see. Kader is saying, oh, the mirror of my car is half broken. Ah, no, Kader, and I always have to look at it. Yeah, that's why you might not have good luck these days. So you need to fix that mirror or break it, ground it into dust to prevent that bad luck, those 7 years of bad luck. So in Ukraine, when people are lying, they need to hold the thumb finger between the first and the middle. They need to hold their thumb finger between the first and the middle. This? You do this? Is that what you do? Because in France, and I think in England it's the same, when you're saying something and you're lying and you don't want to kind of bring bad luck to you, you do that between you kind of cross your fingers between your back, and that kind of cancels out your lie. There's not going to be any evil consequences. But is that what you do in Ukraine, Sergi? Let me know if I'm doing the right sign. That's an interesting one. In France, this is what we do when we steal a kid's nose. You say, I'm going to grab your nose. You grab it and then you go, ha, look at your nose. And then kids cry, give me my nose back. So let me know, Sergi. I'm curious to hear what you say about this one. Alright guys, so we've pretty much reached the end of today's lesson. Like I said, it's more of a cultural lesson. It's the perfect thing for you to just listen to. You don't have to actively do an activity. So if you want to, guys, just listen to it again while you're cooking tomorrow, or while, I don't know, you're ironing. You could listen to it in the car on your way to work. I guess it's kind of like a mini podcast. Is it? I guess we could say that. Yes, we could say that. All right. Oh no, Jordan! You said this is a curse in your country. No. Undo. I don't want to curse anybody. All right. So, Coque, in Spain you do the same? You put your thumb between your fingers? I didn't know that. Wow, okay, that's cool. So your neighbor found a lot of coins with an electric, did he do it on the beach? Did he go looking with a metal detector? But yeah, we're going to say a metal detector. Metal detector. Cool. I've always wanted to do that one day, to just go around with a metal detector and see what I can pick up on the beach. Apparently some people get loads of money and lots of, you find jewelry and lots of things. Quite cool. Alright guys, so do you have any other little superstitions that you're aware of that you want to let me know? For example, another famous one is the umbrella one. It's bad luck to open an umbrella indoors. Now, I hesitate to put this one as part of the lesson, but I just didn't do it in the end. But the origin of it was that they were quite strong before. The little metal things inside were quite strong and they could hurt people. And in the past, houses used to be quite small. So if you opened it inside, you could just hurt someone. For example, like poke their eye or just, I don't know, get it in their ear. So that's why it became a sign of bad luck. You don't want to do it because it is going to hurt someone. So you don't want to hurt someone. You don't want to give them bad luck. Okay? All right. So any other superstition that I know? I think there's one in France, which is you should never accept a knife for free. So you shouldn't really receive a knife as a present. If someone does give you a knife, you need to give them some kind of money, any money in exchange to make it an actual transaction. I heard that, like even a few cents, but you have to give something in exchange for it. Otherwise, it will give you bad luck. It will bring you bad luck. Okay. It's normal in children, okay. And then Andreas is saying the most thing that you find on beach is like the little thing on beer cans. Yeah, absolutely, that's true. A French superstition as well that I think is quite cool is, French bread, baguettes, or any kind of bread really. It should never be face down on the table. it brings bad luck. So if you see a loaf of bread that's upside down, you're supposed to take your knife, draw a cross on it, and then flip it. And again, I assume this is it has a religious origin, because again, there's the symbol of the cross on it. So yeah, that's another French superstition that I think is really cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, and I'm sorry, and there's nothing I can do about the little delay. It's the software that I'm using, and if I want to be able to put things on the screen, it has to be like that. Sorry about that. Okay. So Jordan is saying, the wood thing is a little bit different in my country. Firstly, we pull our ear. You pull your ear, then you knock any wooden thing for 3 times to push away bad luck. Oh, wow. So you go, eep, and then, funny. That's an interesting one. Awesome. Thank you. You put the finger right, but it's considered rude to show it in public. Okay, I won't do it again. I won't do it in Ukraine, Sergi, ever then. So you don't do that for kids, of grabbing their nose and then putting your finger between your thumb between those 2 fingers. Okay, it's so interesting to see the differences, in different cultures. Just like doing this, I know that in some cultures it's really bad. But for example, in France and England, this is either good or the symbol that you use when you want to, stop a car and get in that car. Interesting. Okay. And then Jordan, you enter any building with your right foot. Okay. Well, we're talking about feet. And I think that's a common one as well. If you step on a poo with your left foot, it's supposed to be good luck. Yeah. On your left foot. I guess it's just a way of making something bad a little bit less worse, because nobody wants to step on poo. So you just think, well, at least it'll give me it'll bring me good luck, I guess. Maybe that's the origin of it, guys. Alright, we're gonna stop here, guys. We're almost at the 1 hour mark. Let's move on to the Baba slide. Baba slide. Alright, guys, remember, you could become a patron. And how? By just getting me a cup of coffee. I've barely drunk my coffee. It's cold now. It's not quite a cold coffee with ice, but it's not a warm coffee. Not very pleasant. Anyway, you could get me a cup of coffee at www.coffee.com. So this is a little website where you can buy me a cup of coffee, a digital cup of coffee. And this contribution goes towards, for example, the software that I'm using. I still need to fix my tripod, guys. I still haven't fixed that. And I still need a microphone. There's so many things that are always needed. So these are little contributions towards that, and it's really, really greatly appreciated. So if you want, just go ahead, have a look. There's a link in the description below. Now, our next live, guys, is going to be on Thursday. I have a lot less work next week, so I will definitely do it on Thursday. Now, I'm curious to know if there is anything in particular that you would like me to teach this Thursday. So when the lesson is over, not in the chat because it's more complicated for me to find what you write, but when the lesson is over, in the actual comment section below, please write suggestions or things that you would like me to teach you. There's always new things that I can teach, of course, but I would prefer it if it is something that I know you want and you need, okay? So please, please, please do it. And on top of that, just like the video, give it a little thumbs up. It doesn't hurt. All right, guys. So that's about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I had fun doing a little lesson like that. Let me know if you want more lessons like this one where you don't have to be, fully focused, but instead you can just, do something else and listen to it. That's also a nice little way to include listening in your daily life without it being just a type of listening activity. Remember, in real life, listening is not an activity. It's something that, it's not something where you have to fill in gaps. You just have to be able to grasp and understand everything that's going on. So this kind of lesson is perfect for it. So let me know if you want more, guys, okay? Okay, Maureen. All right, guys, that's it for today. Let me see a last few little comment. Well, thank you, Cookie. I would really appreciate it if you got me a little coffee. Thank you so much. And then Kader has another superstition. If the rabbit crossed your path, you will have bad luck. But if it's a pig or a wolf, it will be good luck. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you? Why did I say thank you? That's just cool. And then thank you, Sergey. I think it's because I was reading your comment as well. Learning English is a boring and very hard activity, but you make it easy and entertaining. Thank you. I really appreciate that kind of comment, Sergey. Thank you very much. And thank you, Kader. Thank you, Andreas. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I've been trying to finish editing a video that I said I would post last Monday, and I haven't finished it yet. So I'm going to work on that this weekend and hopefully post it either tomorrow or Monday. Please, Marine, finish that video. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, keep on learning. Yeah, keep on learning. Yes. Bye. Hey guys, so you liked this video, you enjoyed it and you want more? Don't worry, I have over 150 videos on my channel. There's one right here, and there's another one right here. And while you click on those little videos, guys, I'm going to dance for you. Ooh, ooh.